Very good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Sanjay Chavda, Professor, Faculty of Law and Governance, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University. This session is about corporate accounting for BCom, BBA, LLB, second semester, Unit 1, Session 5. Name of this session, that is the things which we will discuss in this session, is difference between shares and debenture and redeemable preference shares and accounting treatment. Dear students, in our previous sessions we discussed about issue of shares, issue of debentures. Now we'll discuss what is the difference between shares and debentures. The difference between shares and debentures can be classified on the basis of ownership, on the basis of return, on the basis of repayment, on the basis of voting rights, rate of discount on issue, on the basis of security, and on the basis of convertibility. First, ownership. On the basis of ownership, we can say that shareholders are the owner of the company, while debenture holders, they are not owner of the company, they merely acknowledge a debt. On the basis of return, shareholders, they are getting dividend as a part of profit on their holdings, while debenture holders will get rate of interest. They will get interest on debentures like as interest on loan. Repayment. On the basis of repayment, we can say that shares are never repaid. They are never returned. But debentures are repayable after a specific period of time. Voting rights. On the basis of voting right, we can say that shareholders, being the owner of the company, have voting right in the company affairs, while debenture holders has no voting right. Rate of discount on issue. Both shares and debentures can be issued at a discount. The rate of discount on the issue of share should not exceed 10% of its face value, while there is no such restrictions in the case of debenture. Then, on the basis of security, shares are not secured by any assets, whereas the debentures are generally secured and carry a fixed or floating charge over the assets of the company. And then last, convertibility. Shares cannot be converted into debentures, while debentures can be converted into equity shares fully or partly. So these are the basis of differences between shares and debentures. And now we will come to redemption of preference shares. As we know that redeemable preference shares are the types of shares which are repayable. Redeemable means repayable. Repayable preference shares. These shares are repaid after a specific period of time. Earlier it comes under Section 80 of Companies Act 1956, but I guess now it comes under Section 55 of Companies Act 2019 amendments. Now, what is redeemable preference shares? It means the shares which are redeemable, which are repayable after a specific period of time. Sometime a company may issue shares which enjoys all the facilities like equity shares, but they have some preference. Like in case of equity shares, that are lifelong shareholders, but in case of redeemable preference share, for emergency company they issue preference shares which can be redeemable, repayable after a specific period of time. And these preferential shareholders have preferential right or fixed rate of dividend. Now, after a specific period of time, these preferential shares have to be repaid. But before we repay or before redemption of preference share, some conditions are there which has to be satisfied. That is the conditions to be satisfied before the redemption of preference shares. First condition is the shares to be redeemed, the shares which we are going to repay, must be fully paid up. Like as we discussed, company can ask application, allotment, first call, second and final call. Now suppose a shareholder has paid only up to first call, he has not paid second and final call, then that preference shares will not be redeemed. So the condition is the shares to be redeemed must be fully paid up. Second, that shares can be redeemed at a premium. Shares can be redeemed, can be repaid at a premium, and for that security premium account can be utilized to pay premium amount if available. Then preference shares can be redeemed out of fresh issue of shares, out of the proceeds of fresh issue of shares, because to repay we need fund, and suppose company has not sufficient fund, then company can issue new fresh equity share or preference shares to repay that preference shares, or company can repay that preference shares out of their accumulated reserves and surpluses. Clear? So first condition, the shares to be redeemed must be fully paid up. Second, shares can be redeemed at the premium for which security premium account can be utilized if available. And number 3, that shares to be redeemed must be repaid out of proceeds of fresh issue of share capital or from accumulated reserves or surplus. And the fourth condition, that the amount of reserve or surplus, if utilized for the purpose of redemption of preference shares, must be transferred to capital redemption reserve account. Repeat, capital redemption reserve account, CRR. Suppose we are redeeming 1 lakh preference shares. For that 1 lakh, we have utilized our reserve, accumulated reserves and profits. So that amount equal to rupees 1 lakh must be transferred to capital redemption reserve account from that reserve or profit. Clear? So these are the 4 conditions to be satisfied before the redemption of preference shares. Now, what is accounting entries for the redemption of preference shares? Now, after that specific time, now preference shares are ready to due to shareholders, we will have to repay to the shareholders. So our first journal entry for that redemption of preference share is, we'll write preference share or preference share capital account debit to shareholders, preference shareholders account. Clear? We will debit preference share capital account because it was already there in the credit side of balance sheet. Now we are going to repay it, we are going to cancel it. So we will debit preference share capital account, and to whom we will pay? To preference shareholders account. Being preference share capital account or being preference share capital amount due to preference shareholders account. Clear? Now, if we are issuing some shares, new shares, to collect proceed, to collect amount to repay preference holder, we can write bank account debit to share capital account. That is, money comes in, issue of share, bank account debit to share capital account. And here narration is being shares are issued, fresh shares are issued, and now we have bank account. So from bank we can pay to shareholders. So we can write preference shareholders account debit here, receiver, preference shareholders account debit to bank account, being preference shareholders are paid. So what will be the implication? What will be the result in the balance sheet? That from our previous balance sheet, preference share capital will be out, and in place of preference share capital, now new equity share capital is there, which we have issued fresh. Bank account, whatever bank account was there, from there plus 1 lakh by issue of new share minus 1 lakh, that is coming to preference holder balance sheet. Tally it. This is how item will appear in the balance sheet if preference shares are redeemed out of proceeds of fresh issue of shares. Now, if debentures, if preference shares are redeemed out of accumulated reserves and profits, then what accounting treatment will be there, and how we'll write journal entries, and how we'll prepare balance sheet after redemption of preference shares. So when preference shares are paid from accumulated profits or reserves, then our journal entry will be like this. First journal entry will remain same, that is preference share capital account debit to preference shareholders account, being the amount of preference capital account due to preference shareholders account. Second, now suppose we are utilizing general reserve or profit and loss to repay preference shareholders, then we will write, we will debit this reserve. Clear? General reserve account debit, say 75,000, profit and loss account debit 25,000. In this way we have used 1 lakh. To capital redemption reserve account 1 lakh. Just mere transfer. Just transfer. And then, because this capital redemption reserve account, when it will reflect in the balance sheet, it will show that preference shares were redeemed. And then last, same, preference holders account debit to bank account, that is preference holders paid. So in balance sheet, how these items will appear after redemption of preference shares. Now preference share capital is out, by same amount bank, asset side is out bank. Now from reserve we will minus 75,000, from profit and loss, that is reserve surplus, from profit and loss we will minus 25,000. So 1 lakh is out from liability side, and against that reserve and surplus we will write capital redemption reserve 1 lakh. This capital redemption reserve is just like our capital 1 lakh. So there will be no change in the balance sheet. Balance sheet will tally bank minus 1 lakh, preference share capital minus 1 lakh, both liabilities and assets minus by 1 lakh. Only reserve and profit and loss, we have transferred that 1 lakh amount equal to the preference share capital. That amount we have transferred to capital redemption reserve account. Clear? Now if preference shares are redeemed at a premium, then in that case our journal entry will be preference share capital account debit, then share premium account debit, if share premium account is already available there, share premium account is debit to preference shareholders account. Say 1 lakh preference share capital, 5,000 premium, so 1 lakh 5,000 due to preference shareholders account. So preference share capital we are repaying 1 lakh, 5,000 we are paying as premium. So to preference shareholders, that premium amount along with premium amount preference capital due is 1 lakh 5,000. But from reserve and surplus, again we will transfer only 1 lakh rupees to capital redemption reserve account, because this is redemption of capital, not redemption of premium. So our entry will be same, that is general reserve 75,000, profit and loss 25,000 to capital redemption reserve 1 lakh. Keep it in your mind, always preference share capital amount utilized for the purpose of redemption, of that amount only reserve and profit will be transferred to capital redemption reserve account, not premium amount. Then now pay, same, preference shareholders account debit 1 lakh 5,000 to bank account 1 lakh 5,000, being preference holders paid along with premium. Now in case of balance sheet, while preparing balance sheet after redemption, from asset side, from bank balance, we will deduct 1 lakh 5,000. So asset side is minus by 1 lakh 5,000, and from liability side 1 lakh preference share capital gone, and from security premium amount what is available in the balance sheet, from there we will minus 5,000. So 1 lakh 5,000 gone from liability side also, balance sheet tally. And reserve and surplus, again from reserve 75,000, from profit and loss 25,000, transfer to capital redemption reserve, only we have changed heading. So if anyone will see, they will give a look at that balance sheet, After redemption, when they will see capital redemption reserve, they will understand that the redemption has taken place. Clear? So this is how balance sheet will be prepared after redemption. This is about redemption of preference shares. Go through this video again. Question is, what is redeemable preference share? What are the conditions to be satisfied before the redemption of preference share? And what is accounting treatment for redemption of preference shares? Thank you.